Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bethan. I run a digital marketing agency and also work as an online business coach to help online business owners like coaches and course creators to reach more people and sell more of their products and services. I talk an awful lot on this channel about social media and about how you can leverage your online presence to develop a better customer base for your business. But today I wanted to touch upon and share with you a little bit more around YouTube. You all know by now that I am obsessed with the power of long form content. I think the best way that you can build a sustainable online business is actually to use tools like YouTube to have searchable content. Podcasting is another really popular thing. I've done 2 videos on this channel, one about the importance of podcasting for your business and one of the importance of YouTube. So if you're interested in more details about the why, please do go and take a look at either one of those. I will pop links on the screen for you. But today I want to focus in on and actually share a bit of a screen recording with you of what I do to name and title my videos. I think like every other creator, I have a couple of different tools like vidIQ and TUBEBUDDY that I use to be able to find titles that will do the best in the search engine. If you're new to YouTube, let me backtrack for a second. One of the best ways you can grow your channel in YouTube is actually by leveraging the power of the search bar. I think it's always important that you share your content and you help to divert your followers from other platforms to YouTube. But honestly, if you're looking for new people to find your channel and do the opposite, filter down to your social media after the fact, the best way that you can do that is by using SEO skills to leverage what the search results are and help people find you when they're searching for specific topics. And that's where YouTube works a little bit differently from platforms like Instagram and TikTok. It is first and foremost a search engine. It is the second largest search engine in the world. It is second only to Google and works quite similarly. They're both owned by the same company. And with this, what really comes into play when you're trying to feature on these search engine platforms is the SEO or the metadata of your content. When you look at this video, you can see a couple of those pieces of metadata right in front of you. The first one being the title, the second, the description, and the third, the tags that I use in my video. By you making sure that you choose a really smart title for your video, you're going to do yourself an awful lot of favors in coming up in that search bar. So for example, one of the things that you want is to be on a term that is searched quite regularly, but doesn't have an awful lot of competition. There's not lots and lots of videos covering this topic. And there's some really great plugin systems that can help you kind of differentiate what video titles do work and don't. I'm going to hand over to a past version of myself and show a little screen recording of exactly how I decide what title to name my videos and what it is that really makes the cut almost. So for me to title my videos is kind of a 2-step process. First off, I always have YouTube open and at my fingertips for the good stuff, but I also need my planning that I've been doing in the background. So here then I've got a video that I'm making that's coming up. And what I tend to do is just like chuck in a couple of potential titles that I think could work. So one that I had was building my YouTube channel. And then I use YouTube and specifically I use the TubeBuddy and vidIQ search functions to see how these perform. So this one is not a very good one. Oh, TubeBuddy says it's brilliant, but vidIQ says not so much because of the high competition. Interesting. Okay, I'm not going to go for that one. And let's try something like this instead. No, still, that's actually even worse. Oh no. Okay. It depends which system you trust, I guess. Let's see if we can try one of these other potential titles. So I've got My Journey to 1,000 Subscribers as a different one. Oh, this is going to be rough. Let's try the third one. Okay, this one looks like it might be a little bit better. Okay, amazing. And then once I've done this, I just start adding like extra bits. So if this has only got 56 on here and it's 100 on the other, let's see if I can add a couple of little extra keywords to do better. Okay, so we've still got 100 on that, 54 on there. There's 56, the last one. Okay, we're going to stick with my original then, I think. It's not ideal. I've been really trying to aim for having 65 to 70 plus, but I will say that vidIQ always seems to be a lot harsher in its score. And previously, as I've gone for the TUBEBUDDY one, it's done all right. It's been a pretty good video. So I'm going to say we're potentially going to use this one. Let's just double check there's nothing on here. What was that one? That was 24. Oof. Okay. That's like 40. That was like 20 something. And this is 56 to 100. So this is the winner. And honestly, when I go through this process as well, I make sure that I check out what other people have got on the exact title that I want to use. So if I've narrowed down what my title is going to be, I'm going to just confirm this on here. And now I'll also have a little look at what happens when I hit that search, what comes up. So you'll see there's a lot of female creators, which is nice. In my top kind of what I can see on the screen initially, there's a sauna screenshot. There's people with little sneak peeks as to what their systems are, I suppose. So this for me is a really interesting one because you've got two options. You can either try and be in keeping with what the best performing videos are because they're the best performing. So did they become that position because of their thumbnails and how they look? For me, I actually think it's the opposite, and I like to try and do something that's a little bit more standout. So these images are all very like in keeping with my typical thumbnails, really, where it's just a person on the camera with a bit of a blurred background and what they're doing, what they're paying attention to. I think instead I'm going to go for something a little bit more graphic style, and I'll probably do something a little bit more like this type of video where you can see it's really bright purple. It stands out quite a lot from all the other videos on the list. I'm going to cut it there though, because I do have a full video about how I plan and create my thumbnails for YouTube that I will pop on the screen for you to go and take a look at. So yeah, this is my process for coming up with the right titles for my video. I hope that's been helpful for you and will make it a little bit easier for you to come up with good, strong titles for your YouTube videos. I just want to say, please do give a subscribe and like to this video so that you can catch up with more marketing and YouTube tricks in the future. I'm even sharing my journey on how I'm growing my YouTube channel with you so you can learn just as I do. And before I sign off, I do just want to say best of luck to you in your YouTube journey.